So I obviously lost quite a bit of footage, but as you can see here, I have one of the Dollar Tree hearts sectioned off. I painted the top portion and the third portion in a crimson red, and then I used some of the Dollar Tree tile to put across the middle section and the bottom section, and I painted that in pink. Um, After that was completed, I did add some crackle finish to the entire heart. I've never done that on tile before, and I just wanted to see if it would work. And then after that, it was extremely cold and very uncomfortable to work on crafts for a little bit. I couldn't keep the crafting room warm even with two heaters running, so I let that dry for several days before I decided to try to finish it up. So here what you're going to see is me beginning to put on the linen chalk paint, craft paint, at the very top. Well, actually, I'm going to cover the entire thing, but I wanted to make sure that I go in strokes going the same direction as I'm applying the linen paint, because I did apply that crackle medium to the entire thing. So I'm going to finish up with that and see if it even works on the tile. After I painted the pink, I put the tile on the heart, painted it pink. Then I actually did apply the crackle medium just to see what it would do. But here I'm just applying the linen chalk paint from folk art on the red sections, and I'll do the sides as well. And then we'll wait for a second and see if it starts to crackle. I'm going to go ahead and cover the pink portions as well. Paint the sides and the back to make sure that it's completely finished and pretty. And then I'm going to dry it up. And then I'm going to just take a paper towel and do a little bit of wet distressing on the the linen chalk paint that I just applied to the pink sections. Just very gently rubbing off some of that paint to show the detail on those tiles. And you can see that the crackle has already started to show through on the red section that I painted. So now I'm going to paint the bottom section, pink section, and the middle section that was pink also in the linen, because I wanted this to have a neutral effect, but I wanted those two colors showing from underneath as much as I possibly could. Now that that's completely dry, you can see that that linen chalk paint is starting to crackle. So now I'm just going to add my bare antique wax very lightly to the top of the entire heart and in the crevices. Now I need to make a big, beautiful, romantic, or whatever you want to call it, bow. So I've got my base bow is the burlap, the white burlap from Dollar Tree. I have my chiffon ribbon that I ordered from Amazon. I've got just some various parts and pieces from a bundle that I found at Walmart that has all different kinds of ribbon and fun things in it. So the base of my bow is going to be like I said, the white burlap. And I ordered a whole case of this from Dollar Tree, and it's really come in handy, let me tell you. I was going to put some pink in there, but I decided not to because in the end I want
the crackle portion is going to be like a linen color. So I wanted this just to be a big, soft, romantic bow that just screams Valentine's Day. So I've got uh, every kind of ribbon, every kind of lace you could imagine. So now I just have to get it all put together.
Now that my bow is attached, I'm going to take my little hearts that I made earlier. I took three of the little wooden hearts with lace and embellishments and attached them to a piece of the satin red ribbon. And I'm going to attach those to the bottom of the heart so that they kind of dangle down, which is what I was looking for. So I'm going to put one on one side up a little higher than the other, and I'm actually going to staple these on to make sure that they're secure. So I'll put several staples in each side and decide where I want to hang the other one. I want them to hang kind of, not exactly the same, but kind of offset from each other. So that's what I'm doing here, is deciding where exactly where I want it to hang, and then I'm going to staple it into place. And of course, I had to run out of staples right in the middle of it, so I went ahead and glued it in place. And then I came back later, replaced the staples, and did put staples in all of it all the way down. Once I have those hanging down, then our heart is completely finished. And then I'll show you a short little video of the finished product here in just a second. But before that, I'm going to have to make a hanger for my heart. So I'm going to take some of the twine, and this is twine that I ordered. I actually ordered one of the big 3,600 rolls. I think it was from Crafty Thoughts and Whatnot's website. I just love the way she talks about her little bitty roll of 3,600 feet of twine. So I ordered some of her twine. So I'm going to take some of that, tie a couple of knots in the end to make it kind of bulky, and then I'm going to use my staple gun, since this heart is thick enough to accommodate that, and I'm going to staple it into place to make a hanger for my heart. So here's the finished heart, and I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you stayed the whole time, I really appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, I can't tell you how very much I appreciate your support in growing my channel. If you're not a subscriber just yet, and if you like the content that you've seen today, please consider hitting that subscribe button. My channel is growing slowly but surely, and I only have my subscribers to thank for that. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a very wonderful day.